Hello everyone, I hope this wee video finds you and your families all safe and well. I know it's long, again, but better to share than not. There's clear subheadings for those who wish to browse through the video. Please also subscribe to the school app for parents so that you get alerts to everything that we post if you're in Oban, or to keep using the Facebook page if you're in Tyree. So, Christmas is coming. Well, the last couple of weeks have been very busy indeed, and very pleasant on the whole. The number of pupils and staff absent has fallen, and those in school have clearly been enjoying some festive cheer. The Christmas lights are illuminating our schools, the Christmas music welcomes us through the doors, the array of Christmas jumpers find many smiles, and the Christmas fair and other Christmas competitions and presentations are adding to a very festive, enjoyable spirit in the schools. And I've been privileged to have had a wee peek at the performers practising for our music and our drama performances, and they're superb. I'll post the videos, both the high school ones and the primary ones, on the YouTube channels in due course. In the same Christmas spirit, we are promoting our message for everyone to be kind to one another, both in school and especially online. That's a message for young and old alike. My thanks to everyone taking the time to say kind words to others, to those who lend a helping hand to those in need, and to those sharing a smile whenever they can. Be kind. So, the Public Health Scotland guidance has just been issued, and you got a letter from the council last week, and I've sent another copy just in case you missed it into the pack that I sent out earlier today. As much as our spirits and our attendance rates have risen, sadly, as we can see from the daily news reports, COVID remains an ominous threat to us all, and we must not be complacent. We must continue to have in place all the mitigations that we've used thus far, but with a renewed reminder that lateral flow testing is a significant tool in our armoury. To keep the virus from spreading, let's be aware that whatever we can do to help keep us all safe and well in the run-up to Christmas, that's what we need to do. In summary, the guidance that we've received from the Public Health Scotland contains the most up-to-date information that we have, although clearly the First Minister is speaking again tomorrow, so that may be updated yet further. But in short, have a look at the NHS Inform information on the NHS website, or dip into the link that I've added to the letter. So let me move on to SQA and supported study issues. Since I'm attaching a reminder about the NHS information, I should also take the opportunity to attach the reminder and the details of our supported study programmes. Each year we offer additional support after school for many of our subjects, and my thanks to all the staff who volunteer to give up their time to lay on this additional help. I tend to find that attendance at these sessions rises dramatically just before the prelims, and then again just before the exams themselves. However, all the evidence suggests that those youngsters who attend each week and gradually enhance their learning through regular attendance do much better than those who try and cram everything at the last minute. Yes, we all know somebody that crammed and it worked for them, but the vast majority need that drip, 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 drip lesson support as it goes. So please encourage your child to attend each week from now right up until the exams. Now, I'm aware there's a lot of chat just now about whether the exams will go ahead or not, given the absence rates in schools across the country and with the rise in COVID cases. However, the SQA are repeatedly saying that exams will be held as normal, and that is what we are preparing for. Having said that, it makes sense to be ready for the SQA, pulling the exam sometime into the new year, as they've done the last couple of years, and our staff are gathering the natural ongoing assessment materials which will help provide the SQA evidence if required. The more our children engage fully with the learning now, and the more evidence that we have demonstrating that ability throughout the year, the better. Again, please keep encouraging your child to work hard, to follow their teacher's guidance and to attend supported study whenever they can. Now this wee bit's for Oban only, and it's about the HMI inspection. You may have seen the news reports recently that there are to be no school inspections until February. Well, that's only half a story, as is so often the case in the media. Whilst there are no full inspections to be had just now, the HMI continue with their thematic inspections across the country. These have been most common and persistent forms of inspections since the start of the pandemic. They are incredibly useful in the way in which the HMI are able to give us updates on progress in our schools in a variety of areas, and they do that in sensible chunks. And that also leads to ideas and development opportunities that can be taken forward as a result of these visits. Bain High School has been involved in thematic inspections that examine leadership through the pandemic, curriculum, remote learning, recovery and health and well-being, and just this week, outdoor learning and how that mode of learning can support youngsters with their wider learning, with their well-being issues, with qualifications and with the acquisition of skills needed for life after school. In summary, there's a list of strengths and there's also a to-do list as well, as naturally occurs with any HMI visit. So the strengths, firstly, the school vision and rationale for outdoor learning is clearly exemplified in the pupils' work, the ethos and achievement and in our certification. There's a fantastic breadth of opportunity for our pupils to help serve their many interests and support potential career pathways. The wealth and breadth of partners supporting Bain High School shows that the school is actively at the heart of the community. That there is a striking number of genuine partnerships involving other educational institutions, businesses and local community partners, all leading to an increased opportunity and life chances set of opportunities for our pupils. That pupil involvement and pupil leadership is significantly evident was also noted, as was the concept of learning for next steps, learning for life after school. That is evidently preparing our youngsters for their next steps in life. Our recovery plan and our processes are really clear, robust and are being sustained. So what's the to-do list? What's the development opportunities then? Well, we need to provide a clearer map for staff to identify and measure all the pupil progress through our aims. We need to make language explicit in our plans to help pupils to be able to discuss and exemplify their development as much as they are able to, and actually demonstrate the progress verbally as well as just through their actions. We also need to create synergy between our developing the young workforce plans and our outdoor learning plans, some of which are quite similar, and that's in an effort to create a coherent, unified purpose. So rather than run the two discrete programmes, we should be merging them a wee bit more than we are just now. That will also allow us to demonstrate clear progression as to our pupils developing a myriad of skills and qualities during their journey through the school. We also need to have in place a more detailed tracker. We've got a tracker, but we need one that's more detailed to measure pupil participation and engagement so that we can more clearly identify the gaps and further opportunities that all can access. And we should continue to check on the quality of learning, teaching and assessment. There'll be natural variations across the departments and the staff obviously, and we need to continue to support everyone to keep pace with development in these areas. So my apologies for adding yet another reminder, and it's on skills. Given the importance the HMI have placed on our skills development and for ensuring that all our pupils and parents were aware of the work that we're doing in this area, I thought it would be sensible to reissue the YouTube video link that was just made a couple of weeks ago. And I've put the link in the letter, but basically just go onto our YouTube channel and you'll see our skills video telling you everything that we're doing with regard to that subject. And obviously like and subscribe. So support for pupils. Mr. Champion will be holding his second online workshop for families, focusing on how we learn, how to revise and how to cope with exams and assessment on Thursday evening. That's Thursday evening, January the 13th, I should say, at 6:30. We would encourage anyone who was unable to attend the previous sessions to make this a date for the diary, as the feedback we got for the first session was really, really good. Anyone in S4 will particularly benefit, as high-stake assessments and tests that have been part of the education process so far are covered there. There's also this other thing called the big young people survey for 13 to 25-year-olds. It was created by Young Minds, the UK's leading youth mental health charity, along with Wagamama. And they want to make sure that every young person gets the mental health support they need when they need it. So that's a survey that I've given you a link to in the letter. You do need to give consent if your child is between 13 and 16 if you want them to take part in that survey. But I think the survey would be particularly useful, particularly this time. So please have a look at that. So moving on to Argyll and Bute Council's consultation. The council are currently carrying out a consultation exercise on proposals linked to school leadership structures. The proposal for schools across the local authority is similar but not exactly the same as the leadership model that we currently employ and actually have done for the last 3 years between Oban High, Tyree High and Tyree Primary Schools. Now there's a variety of groups. Head teachers are one, professional associations, staff groups, trade unions and most recently parent councils that have all been sent information packs, and these groups will discuss the information in the packs over the coming months. The consultation closes in February, so there's plenty of time. Enjoy Christmas. You can jump into the consultation after that should you wish. And ultimately, the elected members will make a decision about what we're going to do sometime next summer. Now, as always, there's a lot of rumour and misinformation on social media bouncing about, so I thought it would be useful to provide all our parents and their pupils the links so you can see what's actually being proposed and not just whatever's written on Facebook. So you can get that link through Googling Empowering Our Education on the Argyll and Bute Council website, or you can jump into the letter and you can get the link there. It's easy to find. Our secondary Film G pupils are being very busy getting their film finished ahead of the deadline. They have done this completely independently again, and we'll let you know when you can start voting for your favourite film. I'd like to thank Julie Campbell and Laura Curry, who were over from Oban High this week to help our pupils create some craft items to sell at the Christmas craft fair. That ran during the day on Friday. All proceeds will go to the house chosen charities, and the total amount raised will be announced next week. I'd like to thank S1 and S2 pupils for all their help, and they got the chance to develop their numeracy skills in that event. Parents will get the opportunity to buy some of the items when the pictures are posted on the school's Facebook page. If you would like a raffle ticket for the chocolate bouquet, these too will be available to purchase on the Facebook page. So, turning my attention to some primary issues. This week, the pupils in the primary school have been busy rehearsing and recording our Christmas shows. Tyree Primary School will be bringing not one but 2 Christmas performances to your screens. And I'm thoroughly looking forward to seeing that when I'm in Tyree at the end of the week. We're looking forward to sharing our shows with you, the parents, the carers and the whole school community on Friday the 17th. A YouTube link will be shared on the school's YouTube channel, and we'll send a link to that to Facebook and Twitter accounts if you follow us on those platforms. I'd like to thank you, the parents and the carers, for all your support with the costumes and for helping children practice their lines at home. We really do appreciate it. Now, COVID rules have meant that we can't have one big party, but we are allowed wee classroom parties, and primary 1 to 3's Christmas party will be on Monday the 20th. Primary 4 to 7 will be on Tuesday the 21st of December. Children may wear their party outfits to school on that day, but please ensure that they wear appropriate footwear for the day as they'll be going outside at break times. Again, COVID, get them out and get some fresh air, as long as it's not blowing a hoolie. There'll also be fun and games, prizes to be won, and snacks and drinks will all be supplied for free. So no payments for anything for parents. Let me turn to the nursery now, and this week the nursery children have been getting into the festive spirit. They have been crafting Christmas wreaths during the school craft week. They've been learning about the nativity and getting ready for our virtual Christmas performances. We've added links to the nursery Google Classroom to our 2 Christmas songs, and you'll be able to practice them at home, and you can go over them and have a great time, so enjoy. Next week, the children have already chosen a number of play and learning activities they wish to do, so it'll once again be a very busy week. The children are also really looking forward to their visit to the local post office, and they'll be sending their letters to Santa there. So let me turn my attention to support, as always at the end of these videos, and so can I repeat my message? Should you have any questions, ideas or even concerns, can you please contact your child's guidance teacher if you're in Oban or your principal teacher if you're in Tyree. Use the Contact Us page on the websites, and there is a pastoral team in both schools that will make sure that we support our youngsters as best we can. If you need any help at all with supporting our children educationally, socially, emotionally, or even financially, please contact us. We will try and help you in any way we can. We really do care, and we really do wish to help you. Thanks very much.